Hi guys, my name is Cheok PD and welcome back to Form of Therapy. Today on the Culture Study, I'm going to be reacting to Fraktsiya by Mark featuring Eongji. What a collaboration between two insanely great rappers. And this is all a lead up to Mark's solo album, which is apparently, I say that with an asterisk, coming out in February. Looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we're going to check out Fraktsiya. I had to Google this ahead of time. It is a Russian word for either spy or informant. Let's go ahead and check it out. Ooh. Oh, how very ominous. How very Lord of War. Or how very Matrix.
You don't notice Nakasan Parachute, I popped it. 떨어진 pocket bombs, swapping coffins. Monsters conscious, and it's all like that. Big bounty man, it go ball like that. Territory 19, it's brought it back to function. Why I came in the mosh pit. Ooh, I'm messing my face so glow up, dress so polo. Ooh, grass so long. God bless my job, yeah, where's my rover? Ooh, you ain't my fault. Why they think I'm a robber? I came to chill. They got us Fraktsiya. Soon I made my bike make
that
a
was
wheel
interesting.
swing. Piss off, son, don't play with me, I will swing. Misfit, always been a mischief. Cooking, I waste no time on chit-chat. Watch some serious, Yeah, schedule 명쾌지 how to wear. Baby, listen, 내 말이지 don't honeymoon out of space. I said listen, ask him gotta wait. Ask him listen, phone is buzzing. She don't try to shoot.
Oh shit,
I said,
Mark.
Name somebody who could juggle 3 teams, still coming with the best solo album at the same time when the rest
Mark. Okay.
Back on my rover. Keep up and down, look at me now, God is my power. I'm NCT. You don't know this. Nakasan Parachute, I popped it. 떨어진 pocket bombs, swapping coffins. Monsters conscious, and it's all like that. Big bounty man, it go ball like that. Territory 19, it's brought it back to function.
Mark on a drill beat was not in my bingo card.
Ooh, grab some more. God bless my job, yeah, where's my rover? Ooh, you ain't my fault. Why they think I'm a robber? I came to chill. They got us Fraktsiya. 내가 말해줄게 나는 feel so uncomfortable. magazine 걸어다니기가 두려워 난 always pressure move. 떨어질 재능이 없어 들이박아버린 이 구장이 나는 sweet cooch. One see this is all you see, so that's why people call you delusional. 1, 2, let me bring another one. Get another get it ho. 아저씨 여기 emergency. 의사 부르던지 bring another beat. I'm a cockroach. 밟고 태워도 저기 하나 더. 가만히 여러 개인 괴물이 됐으니까 나도 안 무서워. Run it back, so who can't throw it back? 나 몰입해 이래서부터 백 뜨거운 감자 열긴 이해 못해.
Wow, the Men in Black influences is very prevalent.
You don't know this. Nakasan Parachute, I popped it. 떨어진 pocket bombs, swapping coffins. Monsters conscious, and it's all like that. Big bounty man, it go ball like that. Territory 19, it's brought it back to function. Why I came in the mosh pit. Ooh, I'm messing my face so glow up, dress so polo. Ooh, grass so long. God bless my job, yeah, where's my rover? Ooh, you ain't my fault. Why they think I'm a robber? I came to chill. They got us Fraktsiya.
I spy with my little eye. Who's the hypest girl? I'm the Fraktsiya.
I spy with my little eye. Who's the hottest boy? Can you find me? I'm so curious. 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 You don't know this.
Okay. Wow. Mark. Incredible. Geez. From the lyrics to the video, that was hype as hell. I mean, we can't really talk about this without just going through the video again and just talking about it through the video. Shit, let's go again. But first impression, what the hell? This is a style that I guess I've always wanted from Mark. I just didn't think we would get, given like the past. How many solos has he put out? The solo singles, what's it been, like 3? They've been a little bit all over the place. And this is the most rap focused one on a drill beat, no less, really showing off his flow and charisma and showing off, like actually showing off and bragging in a way that, I don't know, Mark does it like in raps every now and then, but this felt the most braggadocious, like the entire song in general. And given that this is a lead up to his solo album, it feels incredible. Like he's building hype for his own album, saying how he is juggling 3 different teams, as well as putting out the best solo album, his own words. And to say that Mark's solo debut is quite possibly the most anticipated, one of the most anticipated K-pop debuts of all time would not be exaggerating. This man, since The Seventh Sense, since NCT, since That's a Long-Ass Ride, people have been like, who is that? And since then, we have been waiting for this moment. And everything he just rapped about in this song, in my opinion, just felt so truly earned and also kind of about time. And I'm very curious as to what he means by Fraktsiya, what he means by spy or informant, what he means by why they think I'm a robber. So let's go ahead and check it out. Jeez. So the stopping the bullets. So there's a lot of movie references in this. I think very notably. I doubt it's a Lord of War reference. I think at least the stopping the bullets there is definitely a Matrix reference. And then there are several, I think, Men in Black references here from there's like a memory erasing device in the films that for him it comes out as like a thumb lighter, as well as the seats that he and Youngji are sitting on in the black and white scene later on in the video. Those as well.
Nakasan Parachute, I popped it, 떨어진 pocket bombs and swapping coffins, monsters conscious, and it's all like that. Big bounce and man, it go ball like that. Territory 19, it's brought it back to function. Why I came in the mosh pit. Ooh, I'm at some face so glow up, dress so polo. Ooh, grab some more. The blast my job, yeah, where's my rover? Ooh, you ain't my fault. Why they think I'm a robber? I came to chill. They got us Fraktsiya. Soon I made my.
I'm trying to make so much sense of all of this. Makes everybody lose their mind and then makes them forget. But I'm trying to make sense of like all the lyrics, especially in the first beginning one. I think this is the chorus. These are the ones that make the least sense to me. Swapping coffins, monsters conscious. It's all like that. Big bounty man, I go bald like that. Territory, I pass it back. 2 phones, I call them camp. Oh man, this might be like I might have to like just sit on this with a cup of coffee for a while type of lyrics. These opening ones, I for sure off the cuff, I don't quite know what he means.
I came in the mosh pit. Ooh, I'm at some face so glow up, dress so polo. Ooh, grab some more. The blast my job, yeah, where's my rover? Ooh, you ain't my fault. Why they think I'm a robber? I came to chill. They got us Fraktsiya.
But we'll get into the why they think I'm a robber a little bit later in the video.
Piss off, son, don't play with me, I will swing. Miswin, always been a mischief. Cooking, I waste no time on chit-chat. Why so serious? Yeah, schedule email, catchy, how to wear. Baby, listen, they might lead you on honeymoon out of space. I said, listen, ask him, gotta wait. Ask him, listen, phone is buzzing. Yo.
The entire past several lines feels like one giant reference to his career, little bit of a call out to SM. SM gotta wait. That's an interesting line. Makes me think. I wonder if SM's been, I don't know, pushing him to go solo for a while, and I will say, here's what I've heard about Mark and his music. I heard he's a perfectionist. That's all I've heard. I heard he's a perfectionist. And if that is true, that line makes me feel like SM has been pushing him to go solo for a while. And it's an interesting line of him saying SM gotta wait. But also referencing how busy and hectic his life is. Like, when the is he gonna have the time to just sit down and just make music, you know? Balancing between 127 and Dream, you know. He mentions 3 teams later on. Of course, Super M has not been active in many years. I don't know when we'll ever get another Super M comeback, if that's even possible, given that like so many of the Super M members are no longer even in SM. But I mean, still, he was still juggling those 3 teams during that time anyways. But it's an interesting call out. I love it.
Name somebody who could juggle 3 teams, still come up with the best solo album at the same time when the rest
still come up with the best solo album. Bart, you said it. You know, I want to meter my expectations all the time, but you said it. You built the hype, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for the best solo album. I'm ready. At the same time, with no rest.
Look at me now. God is my power.
K-pop should all look at me now. God is my power. It's interesting. It's so braggadocious. And very few rappers have definitely made that whole I'm the best in K-pop reference before. I would definitely say that someone like Mark definitely has earned a line like that. But also very immediately throws it to God. Says, God is my power. There was another God reference earlier. There's another reference earlier. There was another reference earlier to God. I swear. Oh, God bless my job. Right. And so seems like there's like a lot of bragging and ownership about what he's done. Like, it's bragging, but it's bragging about like what's true, right? It's straight facts. He did juggle 3 teams. He is juggling at least 2 teams right now, and he is never resting. I mean, Dream is having consistent comebacks now, and 127 went through a run the past couple of years, and now they're just starting to slow down. And yeah, I mean, he totally earns bragging about it, but then immediately hands off the humility to God and saying God blessed his job. And it's all possible. God is his power. He's giving him that strength. It's interesting.
You don't know this. Nakasan Parachute, I popped it. 떨어진 pocket bombs, swapping coffins, monsters conscious. And it's all like that.
This chorus. Nakasan Parachute, I popped it. Nakasan is the just Korean word for parachute. Nakasan Parachute, I popped it. He's talking about falling.
I popped it. 떨어진 pocket bombs, swapping.
떨어진 밤새 pocket.
Swapping coffins, monsters
all night swapping coffin monsters. This is where I get a little bit lost.
And it's all like that. Big bounce man to go ball like that. To return energy, not ball the back. True function, why I came from the mosh pit. Oh, mess on my face, so glow up, dress up, polo.
Fandom's a mosh pit. I assume that's a reference to NCT being, I mean, one of the biggest fandoms out there, to the point of like, what is a mosh pit, right? A mosh pit is like a crazy big audience, the type that I think mosh pits started at rock shows. And so Probably referencing just to the scale and power and the size of a fandom, to a mosh pit. Now this is an interesting line. Ooh, y'all ain't my foe. Why all they think I'm a robber? I came to chill. I just came to chill. This could be a reference to several things. I'm not quite sure what, but he's just trying to chill. He's just trying to get through this door, and these suits break open the door. They're pulling him in. And this is an interesting scene where it feels like they view him as the enemy. They view him as the spy. And I don't know who he's referencing. I don't know if he's referencing industry people. Is he referencing other rappers? Is he referencing perhaps even as a Korean Canadian is coming in from the outside? Is he referencing perhaps being a foreigner in that aspect? I don't know what he's referencing, but he's talking about, hey, I'm just here to have a good time. Why do you guys think why do you think I'm a robber? And I think that's really interesting line. But this scene feels like he's been captured, and it's like a scene where he's being interrogated. He's saying he's got a target on his back, quite literally with the target on the ground. It's a very cool scene that's illustrated in just like a really intense spy agency sort of a way. But yeah, I feel like it could reference many different things. And I feel like it's that works. The whole they call us Fraktsiya also works with someone like Youngji. Like people like Mark and Youngji within Korean standards don't conform to Korean standards. Especially if we talk like not even just as a rapper, but even on camera, off camera, just as a person, as a personality. Youngji is someone that goes against a lot of Korean standards, and she breaks a lot of Korean cultural boundaries in that way. And it's kind of one of the main reasons she became very big, because she challenged a lot of those customary practices. And to have her on this also, I think, really adds to that Fraktsiya narrative of like spy or informant, of like someone from an outsider coming in. And she's not an outsider. She's not Korean Canadian like Mark is, but just like someone who's a disruptor in that way. So I think that's really interesting to have her here.
so uncomfortable. Magazine 돌아다니기가 두려워 난 always pressure move. 떨어질 재능이 없어 들이박아버리니 고장이 나는 수익.
Talking about how she's always under pressure to even go out, even go out for a walk, just because like all this like basically it's a very great lyrical way of saying like, because she's so famous, because she's so well known, and the constant pressure of like the work and like all of that, but also coincidence is all you see. They got no talent to lose, just crashing into them. That's why people call you delusional. Like saying that people like she must have haters. Like it feels like a reference to maybe critics or haters, saying that like her success is all just a coincidence, and it's all people who are saying this shit because they have no talent to lose. They just crash. And that's also where her pressure comes from. She's also then by proxy saying like she has so much to lose and she has the talent to back it up, and that's why there's so much pressure for her.
Let me bring another one. Get 하나 더 get ho. 아저씨 여기 emergency. 의사 부르던지 bring another beat on. I'm a cockroach. 밟고 태워도 저기 하나 더. 가만히 여러 개인 괴물이 됐으니까 나도 와 무서워. Run it.
I'm a cockroach. Interesting. She's calling herself a cockroach. You stomp her, you burn her. So cockroaches, notoriously, it's hard to kill them. And like you stomp them, and the idea is like, they like lay eggs, and they might lay eggs on like your shoes, and they'll like more will be born. And so she's saying she's a cockroach. Stomp and burn her. There's still more of her. I thought that was just such a very interesting line. Still another me. A monster with many faces. That's what I've become, and nothing scares me. That is such a dope line. So this is also a Men in Black reference. That's specific. The white egg chairs, also from the Men in Black movies.
You don't notice Nakasan Parachute, I popped it.
That chemistry is great.
Swapping coffins, monsters conscious, and it's all like that.
One of my favorite shots is coming up. It's not the craziest thing, but oh, it is right there. That's one of my favorite shots.
And it go ball like that.
Just the cut on the beat right here. Just as Mark is like reflexing and hitting, it's just really satisfying to watch. That's personally one of my favorite shots. I love good cuts. I don't know what instrument this is. I don't understand the reference for this. Why this is here. Interesting.
I spy with my little eye. Who's the hypest girl? I'm the Fraktsiya.
I spy with my little eye. Who's the hypest boy? Can you find me? I'm so curious. I'm so curious.
This is an interesting scene. Why are they doing this? So they're playing Go, which is, I mean, it's not just Korean. A lot of Asian countries play Go, but it's a very older traditional Korean game being played. You've got like, I forgot what these are called in English, but you've got like these divider boards that's also from Korean culture. If anyone watches like No Prepared from Youngji, you'll know that like she also puts up like these, like, I don't know if it's wicker or whatever. This is also just like classic, like in the olden days of Korean culture, that's what they put up, lined up on the walls. And then this is they're sitting on a pyeongsang, which is like an elevated like seating area. I'm gonna assume that's Korean pottery of some kind. Reference to Korean tea ceremonies, and also there's an incense, which is all part of like paying respect, paying homage, like paying respect to the dead and stuff like that. And they're playing Go on a turtle Go board, which the turtle within Korean culture references, I believe, longevity and long life, like that.
Spy with my little eye. Who's the hypest girl? I'm the Fraktsiya.
I spy with
But
my
why?
little eye.
I don't know.
Who's the hypest boy? Can you find me? I'm so curious. 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 You don't notice?
And then ends with, you don't know this. Feel like he's saying you don't really know Mark. You don't know him. You don't fully know him. You don't fully understand him. And you know, there's a lot of cultural mishmash here. Even like the final shot or the final set of them in like this traditional Korean area, and then they toss the Go board aside and then they party. I do feel like there is some merit to perhaps the Fraktsiya might be referencing maybe even a bit of like the cultural dissonance of being a Korean Canadian, being in Korea. I don't know if he gets any like flack for that, but just with the cultural mishmash and the fashion collision of that, wearing streetwear in like the much more traditional scene, I feel like that's what it might be referencing. You know, there's a handful of things I also don't get because just Mark's brilliance is there's a lot. I mean, especially with great rappers, there's sometimes double entendres upon double entendres that you really need to sit for longer than one session like this to fully gauge. But thus far, that was incredible. That was amazing. Great beat. Great collaboration, especially with Youngji. It's just they were fantastic together. Mark has always had just like a really fast and fluid flow, and compared to Youngji, who also has a fast and fluid flow, like they both have like this flexibility within their rap flow, but Youngji has a bit more of a huskier, powerful tone. So they complement each other really well. And like Mark is a little bit more, it feels like he's operating beneath the surface, and Youngji feels a little bit more powerful on top of that. So their energy and chemistry is also just like this nice, like they're similar, but there's also like this yin and yang to them that's really, really cool too. So I loved it. That was great. Fraktsiya by Mark. I don't fully get it, but I will be just dissecting it a lot more, even on my own. If any of the other like lyrics or parts that I didn't get that you perhaps have some theories on, or what it's referencing, let me know in the comments below. But guys, I'm gonna wrap my video right there. Thank you for tuning in to my reaction to Fraktsiya by Mark featuring Youngji. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. You can go ahead and subscribe over here. Gonna have a button for you right here. You can check out my other videos over here, and I'll see you guys when Mark drops his solo album, and have a wonderful day. Bye guys.